Hello everyone. I'm back at it again. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to work some things out. So I thought I'd jump back on and and I'm working on my techie things, just trying to keep my stuff straight. I'm hoping that I'm in the frame so you all can see me good and see what I'm doing. I'm hoping, I'm hoping. And let me see here what I can. Hmm, yeah, like I said, don't mind me. I'm jumping on here because I'm wanting. Let's see, did I do it right? I think so. I think so. I think so. Okay. Try to move that out of the way so you all. Okay. Sort of. We're together, sort of. I think. Just working on some little techie issues, trying to get my things together for both Facebook and YouTube. Just trying it out. Okay. All right. Hopefully you all can see real good. I'm gonna try to. We'll work on our lighting. Yeah. All right. So anyway, hey, welcome. This is not Bible art journaling, but it will. Yes, it is. I'm going to say yes, it is. Even though I'm not working in my Bible right now. Okay, I'm going to be working on this piece of paper, and I don't know. Depending on how things go, if it turns out well, maybe I'll frame it. Okay, or just put it in a stash of some of my completed art activities. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But you'll see here I have this beetle. I actually posted this on Facebook yesterday. My husband was at work and found this beetle hanging outside of the security shack. I'm going to hold it up a little bit so that you all can see it real good, maybe. Can you see that? And it's a big beetle. It's called a Hercules beetle. All right. And I do have some information about it. I have a little bit of information about it, but I thought that I would use a little bit of my mixed media. I have a big art pad here. Art mixed media art pad can handle all kind of different um, color and paint and all that good stuff. And so I just took my scissors and cut that in, not quite in half. But what I wanted to do was to draw this little funny character. Um, you know, I don't really know that much about this beetle other than the fact that it it comes from like South America, So I'm saying, what the world is it doing all the way here in Huntsville? Now I could have made him a little bigger, and probably centered him a little bit more. My drawing. I have issues with the drawing. I do. I try. I do try. And I get on and try so that you all would have an idea, or maybe you'd be encouraged by watching me struggle, to try. Okay, these are its legs. It is an insect, so it's going to have, 6 legs. You're not going to see these other 2. They're kind of hidden. So we're just going to put this one here and call that a day. All right. These pinchers are something else, aren't they? And so, whenever I see, like for a while, we kept seeing all of those dragonflies, and so I added that in my artwork because I think they're just beautiful. They got that blue and green color going on. I love it. um, and then the cicadas have been out, and I'm thinking that has pretty much ended now. It's got these little spots on there. I think I'm going to paint him and then put the spots on. Let's see. And all these little markings on him. Yeah, it is a him because the he, the male, only has, they're the only ones that have the pinchers like this. The females don't have pinchers like this, okay? Yeah, so they come from like South America, Central America, and tropical, climate is what we usually see them. I think maybe I should have that over just a little bit more. And my husband is like, oh, must have been one of those
unknown caller.
Whoops. One of those tornadoes or something that we get, maybe somehow it might have gotten caught up in that. Maybe. You never know. You never know. All right, so my Hercules Beetle, and a verse that I think I'm going to put with this is in Genesis. It's the first chapter and verse 25. And it says, and God made the beast of the earth. Let me just bring that Bible over here. This is King James Version, y'all. Okay. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was good. He looked at this little Hercules beetle and said, that's good. And everything that creepeth upon the earth. I think that's all I'm going to put on there, somewhere on my page. I don't know. I got all this space over here. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Yes. So this is our Hercules Beetle. My husband says he was slightly disappointed not to be able to see it again today. I did look it up just a little bit just to see, because I had never seen anything like this before. And I get fascinated sometimes. Now, I am a little scary, even though there was a time long ago and far away. I was a pathfinder, and that's like the equivalent of Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. Our church organization had its own organization for the youth to do some, we call it pathfinding, and go out in nature, and you got the nice uniforms and put up your tents, and so yes, very much like that. All right. I think I want to use my gelatos for this. I think that's what I want to use for it. And love this product. I think I want to do kind of a green and a gray together with this to achieve the colors. It's almost like a crayon, but it's watercolor. And of course, activated by water. I've got lots of colors down here on this plastic where I have used my gelatos before, and we might use some of these colors again. I don't mind it mixing a little bit. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of this green down. And I'm going to put a little bit of this gray. Let's put that in another little section right there. Whoa. That was a lot of gray. That was a lot. I've got a lot on the side. I didn't know it was going to do that. And it's okay. We're going to get it off, and we'll be able to use it again because it's on this plastic and not paper. I'm able to reactivate. Okay. I'm able to reactivate this and use it again. So if I'm not going to use it now on another project, we'll be able to use that. Okay, let's get that off my finger a little bit. Didn't really need that much because my little beetle is not that big. All right. Let's see. Alrighty. Hey, and I'm going to just thank you for joining me. I know this is kind of impromptu. I don't get on regularly at this time, but I wanted to do this beetle. Okay. I wanted to do the beetle, and I just thought it was very, very, very cute, very interesting little insect that the Lord allowed us to see. And so, you know, the Hercules beetle is like one of the largest beetles in the world. One of the largest in the world. All right, I'm going to, let's, no. A little spray bottle is, all right. What I want to do is add a little bit of this green and add a little bit of that gray and add a little bit more water to my brush to get that color on here. Okay. One of the largest and they live typically in tropical areas. Again, not sure what it's doing all the way here in Huntsville, Alabama. Now, I will say this, you know, we get some serious weather here at times. And it gets really hot. It does. Tropical, no. Not so much. He's more green than I want him to be. Put a little bit more of that gray in here and add a little bit more water. Dull it down a little bit. Okay. So my product is just like watercolor, okay? And I'm getting it all in my stuff being kind of messy. a little song comes to mind I used to do in grade school, probably around third grade is maybe when I learned this song. And you all have probably heard it before too. All things bright and beauty. Do I have that tune right? Oh, let's get the tune right. And get it in the right key. All things bright and beautiful. Yeah, I think that's better. All creatures great and small, all things wise and wonderful, the Lord God made them all. And y'all remember that song? Each little flower that opens, each little bird that sings, He made their, I think, glowing colors. Glowing colors, He made their tiny wings. Something like that. I got to get the words. I don't have the words. Anyway, we used to sing that when we'd have worship at school. I went to a Christian school, so, you know, we did Jesus every day. We did Jesus every day. All right, so let's, now in my gelatos, I really don't have a black per se. Where is that poppy something or another? I've got some dark stuff, but it's not, see that says, this is called Black Hole. It's got more of a purple and an iridescence to it because it's a part of that galaxy space kind of collection. And this one's translucent, so that's going to be real. I think I'm going to use my I think I'll use my ink tints to do the black or the gray here. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking here. That's violet. See, the stuff looks dark, but it's not quite. It's not quite. Okay, this is charcoal gray. We can use it. All right, so I'm using ink tints and I'm using gelatos in this. Oh, mixed media, hey. All right, so I like to take my pencil and just wet my
Don
brush.
Madden.
Uh-oh. I should have interrupted calls today. Hey, Nancy, I didn't see you were on. And I could have used a marker here, but you know, hey, we're using paint, so that's fun. Anyway, again, just I'm testing out my cameras, and I'm hoping that this stuff will work as we move forward. Hoping that my cameras are clear and the lighting is good, and you all can kind of see what's going on. Oh, I just splattered. It's okay. Now, I could use pen for this, you know. All right, I want to do those little splotches that I saw on him, and so what I'm gonna do is just put the color on here on my brush, and then just kind of, yeah, tap. That was real big. I didn't really want them to be too big, but that's okay, you know. And I think when it dries, I'll make a little with my ink pen and make the splotches a little bit more, you know, definite, okay? Because that's spreading out and it's giving my little beetle, see, that's kind of running together there. But again, it'll be okay. You don't want them to be too, like, uniformed or whatever. So, anyway, I'm going to journal. I'm going to add a verse to this, all right? Genesis 1:25, and and it says, God looked at these little funny creatures and said, that's good. Isn't that something? Okay, so to put a little extra color on him, I'm going to grab a little bit of this reddish brown color and kind of add that here. All right, just a little tad, just to give it some. You don't want them to be one note, you know? You don't want them to be one note. You want them to have a little something. Okay. And I'll probably still go over with some pen, okay? All right, what do I want him to be sitting on? I should have done maybe a leaf or something behind him. So that he's just not like dangling out there in the middle of nowhere. Let's see. I didn't really think it through. I didn't. I just wanted to jump on and test out my stuff and do this beetle. I wasn't really thinking about the drawing so much as I wanted the beetle, and I wasn't thinking about anything else. Let's see. Do I want to add? Do I want to put him on? Oh, you know, it said that they like to eat off of wood, and so I could have him. I could have him on a branch or something. It said dead, so maybe my leaves here they don't have to look so green. So I'll keep that in mind. Let's see. Yeah, this is after the fact. It is. It's after the fact. Me drawing in the maybe branch that he is feeding off of. we'll put that kind of like he's, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Something to that effect. Doesn't have to be perfect, does it? Because look, I'm an abstract artist, y'all. I'm abstract. All right, so I do like that one little color here. I could mix it in with a little bit of gray. We could go in with a little darker color. That's my base. And base on there. I don't know if anybody else has jumped on. If you have, hey, I know it's not my regular time, but I wanted to get on to do this. I'm testing out some stuff. I'm trying to see if I can, you know, I saw Nancy on. I don't know if anybody else has gotten on, but for some reason, I'm seeing you on this camera and not on my other. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. I'm going to figure it out. Okay. I'm adding just a tad bit more of that darker color because in my research it was saying that they like to eat off of dead wood, you know. So we're gonna try to make this look like it's on its way. Okay. It's kind of fun. I had a little extra moments and thought I'd get on. So my husband saw this beetle at work outside this security booth, and I just thought it was quite fascinating, and it was big. If you saw the picture, I put my finger up there and took a picture of it. So that you all could kind of see how big this beetle was. Apparently they can get to be a pretty good size. Let's see, they the males, which this one is because it has the pinchers on it, the males can be up to like 7 inches long. Do you know how long 7 inches is? Where is my ruler? Just because I want it, I'm not going to be able to. All right, well, notebook paper is 8.5 by 11. So this is 11, right? And this is 8. Let's just try to take an inch of that off. So this is about 7 inches long. A beetle can be about that big. Oh, wow, about as big as my hand. All right, about as big as my hand. they can get to be that size. I find that kind of interesting, that you can be called an insect still and be about 7 inches long. To me, that's kind of big. I would not want that flying up against my windshield on my car. I'm just saying, that would not be cool. But you look at these animals and things that God has made. The big thing now was those cicadas that we've been hearing, right? And you say, Lord, really? Why? Why this? And then the very thing that we want to stomp on or kill or whatever, he's saying that it's good. I'm not ready to call, some of those insects, I'm not ready to call them good. Roaches and all of that. I'm not really ready to call any of that good. I'm not. But God said it's good. He made it. He made them. Okay, I don't know. My piece of wood here looks a little funny to me, but let's go ahead and do my leaf. All right, I'm gonna kind of mix it with this green, and because remember, it's supposed to be sort of dead. I don't want them to be the exact same color of my, maybe I should do this green and maybe a little bit of the yellow. Let's see. And then to do some of this color on the top. I don't know if anybody else has gotten on, but if you have, thanks for hanging out with me. I know it's not my regular time of being on, but I wanted to do this little beetle, and it's kind of a twofold thing I got going on right now. Kind of a twofold thing. I need a little bit more of this so I can kind of fill that in. Okay. Just putting a little bit of this darker color in here because I didn't want my leaves to look too brand new. All right. So I'm tempted to put a background on this, and I think I might, do I want to do this yellow? Maybe. I think that'll be okay. I don't even mind that it's a little dirty. I'm not minding that so much. Okay. I'll make sure I have enough to go around. And it's just a light color. And look, you got to be really careful because, this stuff, it dries permanently. There's no moving it after you get it on here. And I've got some that are a little smudged right there, but that's okay. Uh, that's okay. And this brush is kind of big for this, look, these smaller areas, but let's wet this. All right, it's been so much fun. So, you know, hey, Bible art journaling, it doesn't have to be a, you know, in the Bible. All right. You pull a scripture next to whatever image you're doing, like I'm doing for this. I'm gonna add a scripture to this, Genesis 1:25, and add that to this piece. Okay. All right, I got my yellow background in. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm gonna get my blow dryer out. We're gonna dry this quickly, and then I'll do some pen work and we'll be done, okay? Well, I won't move that just yet. Let's just do this. Okay, I think we might be done. And you know, I spent a little bit more time drying in these areas, especially where I knew I was gonna maybe do some pen work. And you want to be careful to make sure that your surfaces are dry when you get ready to use your markers and things, because you don't want them to be ruined, right? All right, so I'm gonna put this to the side. And I'm going to use some marker. I think I want to start first with my black. And I think I'm going to use an 05. I'm going to use 05 to do some pen work on here. And I'm just going to kind of scribble around my beetle here. All right, if you're just joining me, I wanted to do this little funny beetle. I don't think was that dry? That just felt funny. My husband saw this beetle at his job. I never saw this before. He's never seen it before either. And so I took a picture of it and I posted it, and I was like, I think I'd like to maybe draw him. Okay. All right. Oh, and I had some little lines on him. Okay. Now I'm going to do in these areas, especially where there's really, I want to do some little dots on him. Okay. Not like a ladybug, okay? It was not like a ladybug. He just had, like, he got into some paint, some black paint. Somebody splashed black paint on him. That's kind of what that looks like. And it's random. There's no pattern or anything, okay? He's just got these funny little dots on him. Now we could make his legs a lot darker, which I think I want to. Do I want to do it with this marker? Maybe. I mean, I know I painted him in, I know. But they're just, I don't know, I think I needed to have him his legs a little darker than what they are right now. I don't know. Maybe. And then kind of add some white highlight on him. Maybe that would be okay. And did all that to paint, and now I'm about to cover it all up with marker. I think that's just gonna be better, y'all. I think he'll look a little better. Anyway, I started singing a little bit today. My all things bright and beautiful. I got to get the rest of the words. Because I think we used to sing like every verse. It seems like there were like 4 or 5 verses to that song. I think it was. I think it was about 4 or 5 verses. So, hey, not a Japanese beetle. This is a Hercules beetle from South America, y'all. That has shown up here in the Ville. All right, we're almost done. I promise we're almost done. I just thought this would be kind of fun to put on here. All right. And I think I do want to go ahead and outline my I'm trying to do straight lines. You don't ever see any like real straight lines with a tree, right? So okay. I'll do these here. All right. Alrighty, let's do our verse. And I'm considering this one here in Genesis 1:25, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and God saw that it was good. And I'll just start writing it right here. And I'm going to be brave. I'm just going to go ahead and use, let's see, do I want to do 05 again? Maybe. Or an 08. Where are you? 05 and 08. 010 I've been using quite a bit here lately. I'm going to go 08 on this. All right, let's see. And because this is kind of a continuation of the verse, it says, every and everything that creepeth. I'll even use the Old English. Creepeth upon the earth. All right, dot, because I'm not going to add after his kind. That's okay. And I'm just going to say God saw that it was good. All right. And I think I'll put my song up here. All things bright and beautiful. Let's put our verse. Genesis 1:25. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. That was fun. I'm not done, but we'll put a little bit of highlight on him. Just a little something. There. Do I want to add any more? might be good. I'll hold them up so you can kind of see what we got going on here. Okay. All right, I think I might be, maybe, might do with a little bit of yellow around my tree and maybe something on my leaves a little bit. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, and I probably should put on here what this is, huh? Hercules Beetle. Yeah. Okay. Maybe so. All right. I'm signing off. Just trying to check some things out. Thanks for watching and being with me at this strange hour. I know. I know. Anyway, hey, you never know what you might see out in nature. You got to keep your eyes open. Don't be scared. I know the first instinct is to scream. But God lets us see these things, and He wants us to be reminded maybe of their character or something about them that He wants us to know about ourselves, or you never know. God is speaking all the time, y'all, and we got to keep our eyes and ears in tune for Him. Okay? Yeah. What's He saying to us? Huh? This foreigner here, because that's what he is. He's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to be in the rainforest somewhere. What does that say about us? We're sojourners, true. We're foreigners here. Longing for home. Hurry, Lord. Come on back. Amen. Okay, I'm gone. We'll see you next time, okay? Have a great day. Bye.